Life is not waiting for you. You keep saying, one day I'll start that business. One day I'll get in shape. One day I'll chase my dream. Well, guess what? That one day is right now. Tomorrow is not promised, next week isn't guaranteed, and next year, that might not even be in the cards for you. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, you're going to wake up one day and realize you ran out of time. It's now or never. Fear has one job to keep you stuck. It whispers in your ear, what if you fail? What if you look stupid? What if it doesn't work? And so you freeze. You stay where it's safe, where it's comfortable, where nothing ever changes. But let me ask you this, when has fear ever done anything good for your life? Has fear ever paid your bills? Has fear ever made your dreams come true? Has fear ever helped you grow? No. All fear has ever done is rob you of opportunities. The people you admire, the ones who are successful, the ones who are living their dreams, they felt fear too. The difference is they moved forward anyway. They felt the doubt, the hesitation, the anxiety, and still took action. Fear didn't disappear for them and just stop being in control. Fear is loud, but it's also a liar. It makes failure seem like the worst thing that could happen. But failure is not the enemy. Failure is feedback. It teaches you, it sharpens you, it makes you stronger. The real enemy is regret. Regret will eat you alive because it doesn't come with a second chance. You have two choices: let fear paralyze you or let it push you. Because fear isn't a stop sign, it's a test. It's asking you, how bad do you want this? The ones who succeed aren't the ones who have no fear. They're the ones who refuse to let fear win. What you're afraid of is never as bad as your mind makes it seem. The worst case scenario, you try, you fail, you learn, you try again. But the best case scenario, you win. You succeed. You change your life. And the only way to find out is to stop letting fear decide for you. Fear will always be there, but so will opportunity. And only one of them is going to shape your future. Some of you are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment, the perfect conditions. And guess what? It ain't coming. There will never be a perfect time to start. Life is always going to be messy, unpredictable, and full of reasons to wait. But waiting is just another form of procrastination. Perfection is an illusion. It's a lie that keeps you from taking action. You think you need to have everything figured out before you begin, but the truth is you learn as you go. The best way to get better is by doing. The best way to gain experience is by starting. Look at the most successful people. Do you think they had a perfect plan? Do you think they knew exactly how things would work out? No. They just started. They figured it out along the way. They made mistakes, they adjusted, and they kept moving forward. Some of you are more afraid of looking bad than you are of staying the same. You don't want to fail in front of people. You don't want to stumble. So you do nothing. But let me tell you something, doing nothing is the biggest failure of all. Because while you sit there overthinking, someone else is out there taking action. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. You have to show up every single day, even when it's messy, even when it's uncertain, even when you feel like you don't have it all together. Because done is always better than perfect. If you keep waiting for perfection, you'll wait forever. And before you know it, life will pass you by, and you'll be left wondering why you never took that chance. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Time is the only thing you can't earn more of. You can always make more money, find new opportunities, and build new relationships, but time, once it's gone forever. Think about how much time you spend scrolling on your phone, watching TV, or putting things off until tomorrow. Now imagine if you use even half of that time chasing your dreams, building your future, and working on yourself. Where would you be in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years? Some people are waiting for someday, but let me tell you something, someday is a myth. Someday is an excuse. Someday is how people justify wasting their lives. If you don't start making moves today, you'll wake up one day realizing you wasted years waiting for a day that never came. Success is not about having more time, it's about how you use the time you have. We all get 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who win and those who lose is how they spend those hours. You need to start treating your time like gold. Stop giving away to distractions. Stop spending on things that don't serve you. Stop wasting on people who don't appreciate you. Every second should be invested in building the life you want, not escaping the life you have. There will come a day when your time runs out, when you can't go back, when you can't change anything, when all you have left is what you did with your time. And on that day, you'll either be proud of how you spent your life or you'll be full of regret. Time is your greatest asset, but only if you use it wisely. You say you don't have enough time, but you have time for Netflix. You have time for social media. You have time for things that don't move your life forward. So the problem isn't time, it's priorities. You say you don't have enough money, but you spend money on things that don't serve you. You eat out, you buy things you don't need, and you waste money on entertainment. The issue isn't money, it's discipline. You say you're too tired, but you stay up late watching TV, you wake up late, and you don't take care of your body. It's not exhaustion holding you back, it's a lack of self-control. Excuses feel good at the moment because they let you off the hook. They give you a reason to stay comfortable, to avoid the hard work, to keep doing what's easy. But excuses don't build dreams. Excuses don't create success. Excuses don't change lives. The truth is, if you want something, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. And every time you choose the excuse, you choose to stay exactly where you are. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to do the work for you. Either you push through the excuses and build the life you want, or you let your excuses build a life you hate. Too many people are waiting for someone to believe in them before they take action. They're waiting for approval, for validation, for someone to say, yes, you're ready, go for it. But what if that never happens? What if nobody ever gives you the green light? Or are you just going to sit there and let your dreams die? Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to wake up one morning and decide to make your dreams happen for you. If you want something, you have to take it. You have to permit yourself to succeed. You have to stop looking for validation from people who don't even have the life you want. Sometimes the people around you won't support you, not because they don't care, but because they don't see what you see. They don't have your vision. They can't feel the fire inside you. That's not their fault, but it's also not their responsibility to believe in you. That's your job. The world doesn't owe you encouragement. It doesn't owe you motivation. If you're waiting for someone to tell you, go chase your dreams, consider this your sign. Consider this your wake-up call. Stop waiting for approval. Stop waiting for somebody to clap for you. Be your own biggest fan? You weren't born to fit into everybody else's expectations. You weren't meant to live a life that makes other people comfortable. You have a purpose. And if you don't chase it, if you don't take action, you will never feel truly fulfilled. Because deep down, you'll know you could have done more. The most powerful decision you will ever make is realizing that you don't need permission to be great. You don't need permission to start that business. You don't need permission to leave that toxic environment. You don't need permission to step into the person you were meant to be. If you keep waiting for the world to believe in you before you start, you'll be waiting forever. The only permission you need is your own. Motivation feels good. It's exciting. It makes you want to get up and chase your dreams. But let's be real, motivation doesn't last. It comes and goes. One day you wake up feeling like you can conquer the world unless you don't even feel like getting out of bed. That's why you can't rely on it. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who wake up motivated every day. They're the ones who do the work even when they don't feel like it. They show up when they're tired. They show up when they're uninspired. They show up when nobody is watching because they know success isn't about feelings, it's about habits. Discipline is what separates winners from dreamers. Dreamers have ideas, they have vision, they have passion. But winners execute. They do what needs to be done whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait for the perfect mood, the perfect moment, the perfect energy. They do the work because they know that's the only way to win. Your results don't care about your feelings. Your goals don't care if you're tired. Your future doesn't care if you're not in the mood. If you only work when you feel good, you'll never be consistent enough to make real progress. You need to stop making decisions based on how you feel and start making decisions based on where you want to be. People ask, how do I stay motivated? You don't. You stay disciplined. Motivation is the spark, but discipline is the fuel. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Motivation is the dream, but discipline is the grind. Every time you push through when you don't feel like it, you build mental toughness. Every time you show up despite the excuses, you become stronger. And one day when you look back, you'll realize success wasn't built on the days you felt good. It was built on the days you pushed through when you didn't. Look around at the people in your life. Are they pushing you forward or are they holding you back? Are they speaking life into your dreams? Or are they filling your mind with doubt? Because let me tell you something, you become like the people you spend the most time with. If you hang around lazy people, you'll become lazy. If you surround yourself with complainers, you'll start complaining. If you're always around people who make excuses, you'll start making excuses too. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. Successful people don't waste time with those who drain their energy. They don't keep people around who pull them down. They surround themselves with winners, with hustlers, with people who make them level up because they know energy is contagious. If you want to change your life, start by changing your circle. Find people who inspire you. Find hungry people. Find people who are doing better than you so you can learn from them. Stop spending time with people who make you feel comfortable staying the same. This doesn't mean you have to cut everyone off, but it does mean you have to set boundaries. Stop letting negativity into your mind. Stop letting doubters talk you out of your vision. Stop letting people who have no ambition influence your choices. If the people around you aren't making you better, you need to find new people. Everybody wants success, but nobody wants to struggle. Everybody wants to reward, but nobody wants to go through the fire. But let me tell you something, you don't get to the next level without pain. Pain is the price you pay for greatness. It's the test that determines whether you want it or not. If success was easy, everybody would have it. But success belongs to those who are willing to endure the struggle. Pain will make you question yourself. It will make you doubt if you're on the right path. It will tempt you to quit. But pain is also the thing that shapes you. It teaches you. It strengthens you. It forces you to grow. You can't avoid pain, but you can choose what kind of pain you go through, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of hard work or the pain of wasted potential. The pain of sacrifice or the pain of staying the same. Some of you are running from struggle, but struggle is what makes you great. Struggle forces you to level up. Struggle is where you find out who you are. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. You might be tired. You might be frustrated. But if you push through, if you keep going, your breakthrough is on the other side. Life isn't fair. Nobody is going to hand you success. Nobody is going to feel sorry for you long enough to change your situation. If you want something, you have to get up and go get it. Blaming others won't change your life. Complaining won't fix your problems. Waiting for someone to help you is a waste of time. The moment you realize that you are responsible for your future, everything changes. Some of you are waiting for a miracle, but let me tell you something, you are the miracle. The moment you take ownership of your life, the moment you stop waiting and start working, that's when things start to change. Nobody owes you anything. Not success, not happiness, not opportunity. You either create it for yourself or you don't have it. You have two choices: sit there and wish for a better life or stand up and build one. Your dreams are waiting for you, but you have to decide, is it now or is it never? Every single day you make a choice. You either choose to move forward or you choose to stay stuck. And most of the time, the thing keeping you stuck isn't your circumstances, it's your excuses. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to justify why we aren't where we want to be. They feel good in the moment, they take the pressure off, but at the end of the day, they don't change a thing. Excuses sound reasonable when you say them out loud. I don't have time. I don't have the money. I'm too tired. I don't know where to start. But if you step back and look at them, what do they all have in common? There are problems with solutions. You don't have time. Wake up earlier. You don't have money. Find a way to make more. You don't know where to start. Do research, ask questions, and figure it out. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people find solutions and unsuccessful people find excuses. Your excuses are standing between you and your future. They are keeping you small. They are keeping you comfortable. They are robbing you of your potential. And the worst part, nobody cares about your excuses. The world only cares about results. If you show up with excuses, life will pass you by. But if you show up with results, life will reward you. Successful people don't have fewer problems than you. They don't have fewer challenges. They don't have more luck. The only difference is that they refuse to let excuses dictate their future. They refuse to let circumstances define what's possible for them. They refuse to accept a life that is anything less than what they know they are capable of. You will always find what you're looking for. If you look for reasons why you can't do something, you'll find them. If you look for reasons why you can, you'll find those too. The question is, which one are you choosing? Because make no mistake, it is a choice. You can choose to sit in your excuses or you can choose to rise above them. But you cannot have both. Excuses feel good in the short term, but regret lasts a lifetime. One day you're going to look back and realize that every excuse you made was just a reason why you stayed in the same place. You're going to wish you had pushed through taking the risk and giving yourself a chance. Because the truth is, the time is going to pass anyway. The next 5 years are going to come whether you take action or not. The question is, will you be in the same place, telling the same stories, making the same excuses? Or will you have results? You can either be someone who talks about what they could have done, or you can be someone who did it. But you can't be both. Time is the one thing you can never get back. You can lose money and make it again. You can lose opportunities and create new ones. You can even lose relationships and find better ones. But time, once it's gone forever. And every second that passes is a second you will never get back. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they have time. They push things off, saying, I'll do it next week. I'll start when I'm ready. I'll wait for the right moment. But let me tell you something, the right moment doesn't exist. Every day you wait is a day wasted. Every hour you hesitate is an hour you can't get back. You think you have time, but do you? You don't know how much time you have left. None of us do. People wake up every day not realizing it will be their last. People go to bed making plans for a future they will never see. You don't have forever. You don't even have a guarantee of tomorrow. So what are you waiting for? If you knew you only had 6 months to live, would you keep making excuses? Would you keep hesitating? Or would you finally do the things you've been putting off? The harsh reality is that life isn't waiting for you. It keeps moving with or without you. You can either get up and make something happen, or you can sit back and watch time slip through your fingers. But you can't rewind it. You can't pause it. And you sure as hell can't stop it. The only thing you can do is use it wisely, because while you're sitting there debating whether or not you should start, someone else is already out there doing it. 5 years from now, you'll either be wishing you had started or reaping the rewards of your decisions today. Success isn't about talent. It isn't about luck. It's about urgency. The most successful people in the world didn't wait until they felt ready. They didn't wait until they had all the answers. They figured it out along the way and never looked back. Meanwhile, unsuccessful people are still standing in the same place, still thinking about it, still waiting for a sign. But the only sign you need is this time is running out. Opportunities don't wait. Dreams don't chase you, you have to chase them. And if you keep putting it off, one day you'll wake up and realize it's too late. You'll realize that all the time you thought you had was gone. And that pain, that regret, that feeling of knowing you could have been more but didn't take action, that's something you have to live with for the rest of your life. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there watching the clock, letting another day pass you by? Or are you going to stand up, take control, and make the most of the time you have left? Because whether you take action or not, one thing is certain, the clock is still ticking. The biggest lie people tell themselves is, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into next week. Next week turns into next year. And before you know it, you've wasted years waiting for the perfect time that never came. The truth is, there is no perfect time. There is no moment where everything aligns and you suddenly feel 100% ready. If you're waiting for that moment, you'll be waiting forever. Because starting isn't about readiness, it's about commitment. Look around you. How many people do you know who have been talking about their dreams for years, but have never taken a single step? They say they want to lose weight, but they keep putting off the gym. They say they want to start a business, but they never take action. They say they want to change their life, but they never do the work. That's because they built the habit of delaying. And once you start delaying, it becomes your default. Procrastination is like quicksand. The longer you stay in it, the harder it is to get out. Every day you put it off, you reinforce the mindset that I can start later. But later never comes. And before you know it, years have passed and you're still standing in the same place wondering where all your time went. The people who make things happen don't wait until they feel ready. They take the first step even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's messy, even when they're unsure. The longer you wait, the more excuses you'll create. You'll convince yourself that you don't have enough money, you don't have enough experience, or that other people are more qualified. But here's the truth. Everyone starts as a beginner. Every expert was once a novice. Every millionaire once had $0. Every strong person once felt weak. The only thing that separates them from the people who never make it is they started before they felt ready. If you don't start now, what makes you think you'll start later? If you can't do it today, what's going to be different tomorrow? Nothing. The same fears will be there. The same doubts will exist. The only difference is you'll have wasted even more time. And the more time you waste, the more you'll convince yourself that it's too late. But the truth is, it's only too late when you decide it is. You either make the decision to move now or you accept the fact that you probably never will. And that's the part nobody wants to hear. People love the idea of one day because it makes them feel like they still have time. But the brutal truth is that one day is an illusion. It's a trap. It's a lie that keeps people stuck in the cycle of waiting. If you truly wanted it, you would have already started. And if you don't start now, chances are you never will. So ask yourself, do you want to look back years from now and realize you wasted time making excuses? Or do you want to look back knowing you took action even when it was hard? Because the only way to get where you want to be is to start now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now,